So a lot going on. We're going to get headlines from Solana, but we're at Hollywood Kia at the corner of Pembroke Road and 441. We haven't talked with Jevon Holland in a couple of weeks. 2 Tuesdays ago, he was in concussion protocol and prevented by league rules. I think NFLPA rules from talking to the media. Not that me and Crowder and Solana are media, but I guess by the letter of the law, we are. And then last Tuesday, you were in Germany getting ready for the game against the Chiefs.
Yep.
Now you're on the bye week, but you guys had a walkthrough. I didn't realize that there was anything during the bye week. Was there a walkthrough today?
Yeah, so it's up to discretion of the coaches / leadership council and captains. So we decided to take today, instead of having like an off day and then coming back Wednesday and doing something, we decided to go straight into Tuesday, get a nice sweat in, kind of like a cap off heading into the bye week, just to send guys off with the right mindset, the collective goal, and then on from there.
But then you're on vacation, right?
I'm on vacation.
Okay.
I'm done now.
Are you going anywhere? Are you going to do anything?
I'm going to be golfing, fishing, and shooting all bye week down here in sunny South Florida.
Well, you're going to stay in South Florida because that's what you were saying, Crowder, right? You didn't travel for bye week.
Yeah, no. I've traveled my last 2 bye weeks. My rookie year, I went to Disney World, got COVID. Wasn't the best decision. And then last year, I went to the Oregon versus Utah game. So this year, I'm just like, you know what? We just got done traveling like
you're going a long
24 plus hours there and back. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just chill.
I was on the first thing smoking to Atlanta.
Yeah.
I had to get that Magic City in. I had to go to Magic City at least one night on bye week.
Oh, you were craving wings.
Yep, and other things. Legs. Wings and legs.
Wings and legs. A couple tall glasses of water, too.
Yeah. No, but when I know guys that would like Green Bay, they haul ass as soon as they can. But when you're in South Florida, you're in South Florida. You live in vacation.
Yeah.
So really quickly, Hawk, because Jevon said he went to Disney World, and I know you got COVID, so it wasn't the best decision, but what parks did you hit?
I went to Universal Studios.
Oh, so not Disney.
Yeah,
so you went to Orlando.
Yeah. I went to Orlando.
Gotcha. So you like the roller coasters and the thrill
rides? I hate roller coasters. Not gonna lie.
Bad decision by you, huh?
But I went and I enjoyed it. They had the butter beer for
the Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Yeah. I enjoyed the the little simulated rides they got. Transformers was dope. So that's the kind of stuff I like.
But no roller coaster? You don't like the upside down roller coaster? Like you wouldn't even go on them?
Yeah, I mean, I've gone on them, you know what I mean? But I grew up, going to Six Flags and Great America in California. I'm just not much of a twisted stomach type of guy. That's not really, that doesn't really float my boat. So, I stay away from roller coasters for sure.
Does butterbeer get you drunk?
Nah,
it's like a soda.
Yeah, it's like a soda. I mean, it was good. I was enjoying it. I mean, I didn't have too many, so I wasn't really trying to get tipsy.
Crowder's got a one-track mind. It's like you can tell.
I mean, hey.
You can tell. What do they say in the movie? What is it? Bronx Tale. Wasted talent.
Oh yeah.
When they talk about wasted talent, Crowder. I mean, maybe the king of wasted talent. I mean, everything is. Will it get me drunk? Is it in Atlanta? Is it like just?
It's a brother of opportunity right there, man. He's trying to take every opportunity and take advantage of it. I feel him.
Yeah,
I feel him.
No.
I just looked up because I finished working at like 5:36, and my flight doesn't leave till 9. So I just looked up strip clubs close to Philly Airport. I might be able to get an hour in.
Might be able to get some wings and legs.
How was Frankfurt? Forget the game for a second. We're going to talk about the game in the second segment.
Right.
How was the city? How was the food? How was Frankfurt? How was your experience?
Frankfurt was cool. Frankfurt was cool. We got to see it. We got there on Tuesday, so everybody wanted to stay up to get on Frankfurt time. I was enjoying it. I'm glad we went. I wouldn't say it was a place that I'm like, oh, I'm going to go back. It's not really much there. It's more of like their financial district, if that makes sense. But it was cool. It was cool. Like, it wasn't anything crazy. Like, it wasn't nothing that I was like, oh, wow, like this is something I've never seen before. But, the people were very nice and the weather was different from here, but it was nice to be in a colder climate, dress up differently. But yeah, I wasn't too. The cool thing I will say about Frankfurt is that like everything, Germany in general, their taxis are like Mercedes Maybachs and like, so that part was cool seeing that. But it's not a place that I would like want to go back to, but I'm glad that I went to experience it for sure.
Were the fans cool? Because I remember London, like they were just football fans. Like they didn't even know who you were, but they just knew you played ball and they loved you.
Yeah, no, they were cool. The funny thing about it was in the game, like it was a Chiefs home game, because I don't know why they were the home team, but they're the home team. So they were, doing the Chiefs thing when they do the land of the Chiefs at the end of the national anthem. So that was cool that they were cheering on the Chiefs. But then when we started coming back, there was like a chant around the crowd, and it was like they were saying like, "Go Dolphins," and it was cool because even though they're Chiefs home game, like we're still getting cheered. So either team scored, you heard the same amount of noise for either team. So at the end of the day, they were like just football fans, but they wore like red and Chiefs uniforms because home team was Chiefs. So I thought that was pretty dope.
What'd you eat in Frankfurt? Did you have schnitzel? Because everyone says you got to have the schnitzel.
Schnitzel's like chicken fried steak.
Right.
So I like when they told me that, I was like, oh, like I'm not really.
So I didn't even want because just to say, hey, I had some German schnitzel.
I mean, I didn't have the schnitzel. I had the bratwurst.
Oh, how was that?
That was good.
Yeah.
And
like a hot dog.
Yeah, like a hot dog. There was like a cheese dog that I accidentally had a bite of because my dad ordered it and it kind of looked like the bratwurst and I bit it and I was like, oh yeah, that's not me. Like that. Nah. So cheese dog, definitely double thumbs down to that one. Sorry to my
cheese inside the hot dog.
It's not like just like a stick of cheese. It's like literally cheese and the hot dog like blended together. Like when you bite it, you don't see cheese when you look at it, but you can taste the cheese in there. Yeah, it's definitely double thumbs down to that. Sorry to my German people and Frankfurt people, but that was cool. And then we had like some Asian fusion.
Who do you hang with though? Like obviously there's certain teammates that you just gel with.
Right.
And so like who did you? And it sounds like your parents were there. So
yeah, my parents were there.
So did you go out with teammates? Like who do you hang with and go out and sightsee and all that?
Yeah, so we actually have a group. I named the group chat called TripAdvisor. It's me, Verone McKinley, Nick Needham, Savon Ahmed, and Ethan Bonner. Sometimes he comes, sometimes he doesn't. So that's like the group that usually we're together. So we went to play Buffalo, we went to Niagara Falls, and then as DBs, we played it. We travel together as DBs. So like we go to dinner, Jay Rams, X, Perry Nicholson, Nickerson. Sorry, we always kind of like mold together. Defensive guys for real. And then we had a full defense dinner, and I was like front seven and back end too. So. But TripAdvisor, that collective, like we're really always thinking about something. I'm the one that's usually like, hey, I want to go see this. And then we go. So like when we went to Philly, we saw Rocky statue and stuff. And I was like, I want to go. Oh, Deshaun Elliott's in that too. I was like, I want to go see Rocky. And then I hit the group chat and they're like, yeah, let's go. So yeah, the gang.
And back to my one track mind. Y'all hit the streets at all?
Man, so look, first night, you know what I'm saying? We had a nice little dinner, cool little restaurant. Rams hooked it up. So I'm saying there was some wings and legs out there, but wasn't nothing too crazy. Wasn't nothing too crazy, man. We trying to have a good time, see the city. What has things like that?
Did the because I remember in London, the Dolphins they had stuff set up. Like we went to see a big ass clock. We went to see a bridge. I guess they were important. I don't even remember what they were.
I have to tell you, Crowder is an academic All-American. He's such a put on because he knows the clock and the bridge, but he's just saying a big ass clock. You know exactly where you were.
Did they set up anything for y'all?
They had buses to go to into the city, but it's not really. I don't really think there's anything in Frankfurt that's like this is like like the London
historic.
Bridge. Yeah,
right. Because more like just an industrial city.
Right.
Yeah.
I think they were recently built up city. It's relatively new because of the war and things like that. So it gets gray when you talk about that.
Yeah. So now you go. now you get on the bye week,
right?
And you're just gonna chill.
Yeah,
play some golf. Are you a good golfer?
No, I'm terrible. But every time I go golfing, I'm trash the whole time. And then I get one or two good swings, nice hits, and I'm like, I can do this. I'm good at this.
That's how they get you back.
They get you back.
The last 17 to 18 hole, you're like, oh, I got this.
Yeah. I think I'm.
You're like, you know what? Maybe because I'm like, I play left and right, so I'm like, maybe I'm a righty. Hit it with right.
Really, played left and right.
Yeah, ambidextrous.
Wow.
Yeah, baseball too. Baseball, lacrosse.
Crowder, you've had a hole in one, correct?
Yep, 181 out.
Now, we don't know if we believe him or not. We actually brought on Ronnie Brown to – oh, no, that was for your 7-10 split.
That was my – Jeff Darlington saw my hole-in-one.
Crowder says that he's hit a hole-in-one in golf, that he's hit a 7-10 split at the bowling alley, And what's the other thing that you've intercepted Tom Brady, but there is actual video proof of that.
Okay.
So that one we know is legit. The 7-10 split, we brought on Ronnie Brown, and he didn't really back you up as much as you thought he would.
We used to go to Spares, where Raheem Mostert had his charity event recently.
Right.
We used to go to Spares every Monday night and bowl with the whole bunch of guys on the team, and he saw it.
Well, he didn't say that on the air
because
too much.
you were leading the client or whatever. Hey, Ronnie, well, Crowder has this thing that he had a 7-10 split. Yeah, man, I'm an athlete.
But the thing with the hole-in-one with Jeff Darlington was that you guys were playing at night and you were using light-up, glow-in-the-dark balls. So it's already hazy. You know, like you're going to get the hole-in-one.
I'm going to give the man the benefit of the doubt.
I did as well, up until no one would really corroborate it with definitive, yet. Ronnie Brown was his best friend on the Dolphins, was his bowling partner, and he was wishy-washy on the 7-10 split. He made it sound, this is what I gathered. I don't want to relitigate this, Crowder. What I gathered was perhaps you were inebriated, as we know you do enjoy a drink. Maybe it was a 4-5 split. We're just right next to each other. You picked up a traditional spare. Well, it wasn't a split. You just picked up a spare, and everyone celebrated you because you seemed to be excited about it. All right. Anyway, I do want to talk Dolphins with Jevon Holland, the Chiefs game, the concussion protocol that you were in. We have a lot to discuss. Let's get a quick look at headlines first, though, with Alejandro Solana.
The sports update is driven by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford. We know trucks. Last night, you got the 305 parlay.
Yeah.
If you played it. Heat beat the Lakers. They held on.
Yeah.
The Heat didn't score the final 3 minutes and 50 seconds of the game against a LeBron James team in the clutch. LeBron had a chance to win it, decided Cam Reddish in the corner was the better option.
That was the play that was drawn up, though. Did you see the video of what's his name?
Darvin Ham.
Darvin Ham drew up that play for Cam Reddish. That's kind of shocking.
Yeah.
You believe in your players, man.
I believe in LeBron a little bit more, though.
I mean, hey.
Although he did find Cam Reddish was wide open, had a great look at it. Yeah.
Right. You got to make those shots, man. You get paid millions of dollars to do your job. You got to come through.
And you saw they had 3 guys on LeBron.
Right.
Yeah. No, he had to kick that out.
Yeah.
He did.
I don't know. I don't know if he had to kick that out.
No.
Somebody posted Cam Reddish's numbers from the corner this season. Let's just say maybe Cam Reddish in the corner wasn't. I would rather have Jevon Holland in the corner.
Not exactly PJ Tucker in the corner.
I don't know about that, brother. Me in basketball, I don't know. I play defense though and rebound. I live too much. I got to really be in 24 to really hoop that much. I just bull in a china shop.
Just stay out of the paint if Jevon is playing.
95% of football players have the same basketball game. I can play some defense now.
Defense. Hey, I lock you down in defense. All effort.
Crowder's told us a story before. He took it to Kwame Brown in a pickup game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Back in Folkestone, Georgia, when I was in high school.
Okay, that makes more sense.
But you can't say anything now because Kwame Brown's tightly wound at this point in his life. And so,
I met him. I interviewed him. And then Hoch and Crowder, tell him the story. Hell no. I'm not telling him this story.
Did I see you guys did the pivot? Did I see you guys did a collab with All the Smoke?
Yes, with Stack and Matt. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
It was a live show, like a live 5-man panel at Afrotech. That's why I was out there in Austin last week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Dave was there, wasn't he? Mogetta?
Yeah, that's it. That's his people. He's always in Austin. Yeah, that's your agent?
Yeah, that's my agent.
Okay, that's what we came out here. Thank you, represent Stroud, Bijan, Derwin James. Yeah, we did all those guys on the podcast through him when we were out here last year.
Yeah.
Did anybody on the pivot want the smoke?
Want to smoke?
Brother, opportunity.
All right. What else do we have for headlines?
I might have hung with Stack for about 45 minutes after we get off stage.
And the Swisher Sweets.
He ain't smoking those swishers.
Hey, whoa. That's
Whoa.
crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
The Panthers, they did beat the Blue Jackets. Almost lost it at the end, but they held on 5-4. Canes Hoops beat New Jersey Institute of Technology. Yesterday blew them out by 50, 101-60. Or I guess that's 41. I don't know. Whatever.
They
blew 'em
won.
out.
Crowder gets a kick out of the fact that I say Swisher Sweets, not
Yeah,
Swisher.
bro. Just say Woods or something.
Swisher.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, nah.
If I'm
Swisher
going to ask
Sweets.
the guy behind the counter for
Hey.
some Swisher Sweets, that's what's on the box. I'm going to ask for my Swisher Sweets.
Bro. What's next, Solano? You can keep moving, brother. We can keep moving, man. Yeah, nah. Cooked is what we say. Cooked.
Show you the video of Hawk doing an entire show with a Swisher Sweet in his mouth, by the way. I'll get to that in the break. Skip Schumacher named the National League Manager of the Year finalist after a strong season in his first as Marlins manager. Last night, Monday Night Football, Chargers routed the Jets 27-6. And Aaron Rodgers on when he might be back, quote, "Give me a few weeks." He was spotted again. Doing things. I don't really know what he's doing, but he's doing things on the field.
Throwing the ball.
Yeah.
Over his Achilles is throwing the ball.
Man.
The Miami Heat, they've announced they're hiring Udonis Haslem, the captain, number 40, OG, 305, as VP, basketball development. Responsibilities include a source to the coaching staff, mentoring Heat and Skyforce players, and representing the organization in the community.
All right. Well deserved.
On whooping rookies' asses.
In there hooping.
And finally, I found this interesting. Another NFL note. Cardinals head coach Jonathan Gannon, he announced Kyler Murray will start Sunday versus the Falcons, quote, if all goes well at practice this week. Now, here's what's going to happen. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 gets released, I believe, Friday. Everybody and their mom is going to make the joke, oh, don't start Kyler Murray in fantasy because Modern Warfare 3 gets released this week. I remember he had the whole video game thing.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. The joke is kind of played out already. Yeah.
All
But
right.
Modern Warfare 3 does get released this week. So maybe,
There's
maybe tread lightly
a
with Kyler
great
Murray.
TikTok post from Josh Dobbs that's worth checking out if you're on TikTok, because
Are you on TikTok?
I'm not actually,
There
but
it is.
but I saw it on Twitter and Instagram.
Right.
Someone screenshotted it. But Josh Dobbs celebrated his Minnesota victory with a cool little edit. It was I like the guy. It cost me money, but I like the guy.
Hey, it's a funny video on Inside the Night after the Browns Arizona game. Myles Garrett's walking around the field, and Kyler Murray's like trying to say hi to him, and Myles Garrett keeps blowing him off. He thinks he's some kid, and he's like, "Hey!" And Myles Garrett's like, "Okay, good, nice to meet you, buddy." And then he turns and looks after 10 seconds. He's like, "Oh man, what's going on?" And gives him a big hug. 'Cause
That's funny.
Myles Garrett is 18 inches taller than Kyler Murray.
Nice to meet you, buddy.
That's sad.